Hello everyone, it's Atom Collision here. In this video, I'll show you how I upgraded the £30 PC I built in the last video, and I will also be seeing how it games. The last PC was obviously extremely slow and it wasn't much good for anything as you would expect from a £30 PC. It was mainly the 2 gigs of RAM that bottlenecked it, however the other parts were still very slow. I didn't end up benchmarking it as the results would be fairly obvious. For the new CPU, I chose the Intel Core 2 Quad Q8300. It was much faster than the E8400 because it has twice as many cores and a higher clock speed of 2.5 GHz. It still doesn't have multi-threading, but it's still a significant improvement. Then I went from 2GB of DDR2 to 4GB of DDR3, however I accidentally ordered 4GB of DDR2 as you will see in the video. I originally had an Intel motherboard with no PCIe slots, just a PCI slot, and this ended up being a bad decision when I wanted a GT 610. Therefore, I changed the motherboard to an Acer motherboard with 2 PCIe slots. I don't know why I didn't choose this motherboard in the first place as they were virtually the same price. Instead of using the chipset graphics, I got a GT 610 so I could run some games. The cooler, power supply and hard drive are the same, however, I added an old 160GB laptop hard drive that I'd recently acquired to supplement the small 250GB hard drive from the last build. Anyway, it's time for me to show you some clips of me building it. Once the PC was complete, it was time to install Windows 10 and run some games. First, I managed to get Fortnite running. It was so slow that I couldn't even screen record it without getting unplayable frame rates, as you can see here. I got it running on minimum settings at a low resolution. It was mostly playable at 20 frames per second with some frame drops once I stopped using OBS. However, this setup would still give you a disadvantage, especially if Fortnite wasn't so easy nowadays because there are so many bots. Minecraft can run on a Raspberry Pi, so I managed to get a respectable frame rate of 60 frames per second on low settings at 1280 by 1024 resolution. This kind of setup is definitely viable for this use case, even if you want applications such as Discord and Chrome open in the background. Anyway, thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.